Hello class, this is Professor M. I'm going to be talking about the research paper, the problem solution research paper to be specific, and it's got several parts, and what I've done is I've outlined the pages on my board here behind me, and I'm going to be talking about those different parts, how to complete those in detail. But we need to be done within 15 minutes, and without further ado, I'm going to talk about what's the point of doing the problem solution paper. It's a very practical one, and for example, on traffic, there was a contest some years ago, like 5 years ago, by Caltrans on who had the best plan for lessening traffic in LA. And I think it was just for a total of 1,200 words, which is very short. And the winner got $25,000. So that's the beauty of a problem solution paper. So of course I think I should have earned it, and here's why. Okay, so let me go over the different parts and talk about that. And again, the problem solution paper, you can use this format in philosophy, English, engineering, nursing, criminal justice or administration of justice, etc. It's a very basic kind of format where you're going to introduce the topic, show what the problems are, document the problems in your research. Then you're going to have to provide solutions to those problems and provide sources, of course, and then take into account criticisms, or you have to rebut your critics in what's called a rebuttal, and then of course you need to conclude. So let me go over these in more detail, and bear with me while I go to the board here. Hope you can see well enough. At least it'll give you an idea. You can focus in if you need to. So first thing, page 1 needs to be a complete page, your introduction. So of course, start your introduction with an attention getter, a bridge statement, and then go to your subject, and then gradually to your topic and your specific topic. So I could use, any old quote like Einstein's 1% inspiration, 99% perspiration. So when you're tackling problems and the solutions, then of course you need to really focus and do a lot of work and sweating. And so it's very little inspiration. It's more grinding it out and finding those problems and solutions. Okay. So then your bridge statement would take you from the perspiration solution part to your topic. So you could say it's going to require a lot of perspiration to get to the bottom of Inland Empire traffic. Okay, and then what I have for my thesis, basically, trucks have to stay in the far right-hand lane from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. So that's my solution. Okay, so that's your position on the issue. Okay, so page 2, you're going to go into the problems. Problem number 1, traffic. You have to prove that there's a problem. So if you're doing 5G, you got to prove there's a problem. If you're doing white privilege, you have to prove there's a problem. Okay, and then of course in parentheses put the author's last name, page number for your source. So with LA traffic or Inland Empire traffic, I think there's enough that I could come up with a page on the problem. So you have to prove that there's a problem before you can offer a solution. Now I might go to some further problems. So page 3. 2 to 3 other problems involved in that. Could be pollution, could be accidents that add to traffic jams, Caltrans, construction, how they're fixing guardrails, they're expanding, they're making a new lane or two, and that's causing a lot of slowdowns. Okay, so you further prove that, you're going to have to document it. That is, show that you have sources that say that are legitimate. Okay, page 4. Now you start on solutions. Okay, so you're finally ready to start talking about solutions. Page 4. Okay, So, what are some solutions? Working from home. We've seen that during COVID. A lot of people working from home, from whatever, insurance companies, law firms, teachers, huge number of people right there, teachers. So working from home, working remotely, it's doable. Is it perfect? No. What are other solutions to traffic? 3 shifts. So putting people working in the Inland Empire in 3 shifts according to their business. And just like in Mexican schools, you've got a morning shift, early afternoon shift, and then an evening shift. Okay, so you could actually fit in more, and or even do a hybrid. You go into work every other day, you divide people into shifts. They get tax breaks from the state for participating in this, not go driving into work every day, which is going to cause more traffic. Okay, more solutions, page 5, pay lanes. So San Bernardino and Riverside County have already signed off on that. They're doing it. They want the money, of course. Both counties are broke. And so we're going to do pay lanes. So then put in your source, author's last name, page. Light rail, if you want to do that, of course that's going to be expensive and you're going to be criticized for bringing in something expensive. We already have a system, I think San Bernardino. Where else? Does it go through Bloomington, Rialto, Fontana? So there is some light rail. Now it's expensive to ride, expensive to expand. So that's going to be a problem, okay? All right, so now page 6, your unique solution. So again, my unique solution that I didn't find in the literature, trucks stay in the far right-hand lane, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. And that would keep a lot of people, that'd give people a lot of room, the other 3 lanes. So as it is right now, the law for trucks, they can be in the 3rd lane out of 4. So that means they really theoretically control 3 out of 4 lanes, and oftentimes they do. All right, so that's too much in my opinion. And passenger cars, we outnumber the trucks still, and it really doesn't matter. We should have room to go the speed limit and be able to pass people and get to where we need to go without the trucks getting in the way all the time, okay? All right. So, I'm going to have that, of course, as one of my students pointed out. What's the criticism of keeping trucks in the far right-hand lane? Well, it's going to block the exiting lanes. My response to that is, well, it already does. So if you know San Bernardino and Redlands and Mountain View, exit is blocked all the time. Traffic is way back. Also, it's another road another exit that's always blocked over there, way back. Traffic is backed up onto the freeway. It's Tippecanoe. Okay, so that one as well. So my point is, to the critics that say we're going to block traffic, we're going to block people from exiting by having trucks in the far right-hand lane, they're going to be all backed up over there. Well, we already have that. So the solution is on the exits, have the green light, have it green more so that the trucks and the cars can exit faster. So again, the rebuttal is your response to the critics. So they're going to say, well, your truck's in the far right-hand lane, they're going to block traffic, and they're going to block people exiting. And my response is going to be, yeah, so what? Or fix the exit, the green lights on the exit then. Okay. So anyway, it consists of 3 parts. You're going to say what the criticism is. It's substantial on this one. And then you're going to give a little bit of middle ground. I'm going to say, yes, I recognize that's a problem, but it's a problem now, even without having the truck lane. And then my other response is, well, keep the lights green on the exits longer so that the trucks and cars can exit and not pile up onto the freeway. Okay. Finally, you're going to get to your conclusion. So you're going to use a transition word like in sum, in summation, therefore, thus, overall. Don't say in conclusion. Okay. And then you're going to summarize all your main points. So you're going to restate your thesis. There's a sentence. Problem with traffic, number 1. Problem 2 and 3. Then you're going to go into your solutions, all the different solutions. Your unique solution. Then you're going to summarize the rebuttal in a sentence or two. And you might have 2 rebuttals. Okay, to get a page, you're probably going to have 2. So you summarize both those. Then you need to have some kind of a short discussion. Go back to your attention getter on perspiration, inspiration. You can go back to that and reconsider that. You can talk about the future of traffic in the Inland Empire. You can talk about consequences of not doing anything. You can have a call to action where call your local Congress people to get something done on this topic, get the trucks in the far right-hand lane, stop hogging the whole freeway, highway, whatever it is. Okay, then finally, after that, so you're just going to do one of these in your conclusion. You're going to return to your quote. You're going to talk about the future. You're going to talk about consequences of doing nothing or consequences of keeping things the way they are, or you could have a call to action. Call your local Congress people, keep the trucks in the far right-hand lane. Okay, finally you have the work cited. Just make sure it's in alphabetical order, MLA, and you should get help from the database. Look on the right-hand side where it says cite, cut and paste it. Okay, you may have to add your access date, but that's it. Okay, we are finished early. So, see you soon. Bye.